Ask most people how to build real wealth today, and they'll point you straight to the screen in your hand. We are conditioned to believe that millions are made exclusively by launching the next viral app or scaling a massive tech startup. But if you look at where elite investors actually park their money, they actively run away from these highly hyped industries. Instead, many of the world's quietest fortunes are built by acquiring ordinary, completely unglamorous physical operations. Businesses that are so mundane, the average person walks right past them every single day. While the digital gold rush captures everyone's attention, the smartest money in the room is looking for a type of leverage found in a local strip mall, something that remains invisible to the general public. To understand why, you have to look at the structural flaw of the modern attention economy. Businesses built on trends and social visibility suffer from wild, unpredictable revenue swings. You are always one algorithm update away from zero. Wealthy investors optimize for the exact opposite. They evaluate businesses based on a single, boring metric: predictable cash flow over time. This brings us to the infrastructure economy. This is the hidden layer of basic physical services that keep cities running, operating completely independent of internet hype or social validation. True financial leverage doesn't come from guessing the next big consumer trend. It comes from owning the invisible, unsexy necessities that society simply cannot function without. Take a look at this physical setup. This is a vintage laundromat, a business with zero social prestige, but absolute necessity. This diagram illustrates the core mechanic at play here: recurring demand. A laundromat extracts continuous revenue from a trapped local customer base. People always need clean clothes, creating a closed-loop system of repeating, stable returns. And this rule applies far beyond washing machines. Consider basic municipal logistics. This chart shows what happens during a financial crisis. During an economic dip, luxury spending crashes, but basic infrastructure, like waste management, remains perfectly horizontal. People stop buying designer shoes, but still need trash collected. You can even monetize raw physical space with almost zero operational overhead. A fenced-off plot of asphalt in a dense city generates steady hourly revenue with minimal maintenance or staffing. The infrastructure economy survives catastrophic market shifts because it relies on inflexible human necessity rather than volatile consumer desire. This split-screen chart illustrates two paths. On the left, a volatile, jagged revenue line represents a hyped startup burning through cash. On the right, a portfolio of simple, unglamorous operations reveals a slow, relentlessly ascending staircase of predictable growth. Wealthy investors willingly trade social status for this exact type of operational simplicity. They prefer businesses that don't require constant innovation just to stay alive. Maintaining these reliable cash flow systems involves manual labor. It's hands-on work, managing teams, servicing equipment, and dealing with physical operations day in and day out. The businesses society glorifies most often produce the weakest wealth. Meanwhile, the unglamorous industries society ignores are quietly creating elite financial empires. The digital landscape is shifting. AI and inflation are forcing a correction in the attention economy, disrupting roles that once seemed permanent. If a livelihood depends entirely on a platform's algorithm or a trend that can be automated, a single update can wipe out years of growth in an afternoon. Physical, boring trades provide a hedge against this uncertainty. Algorithms can write code, but they cannot show up to your house with a wrench to repair a burst pipe. This physical reality scales up to macro logistics. Moving heavy goods, storing inventory, and managing warehouse supply chains requires real-world infrastructure that cannot be automated out of existence. In a volatile economy, owning predictable physical systems provides a baseline for long-term stability, offering a floor when the digital world starts to shake. True wealth generation is rarely about chasing the excitement of the new. It is about quietly embedding yourself into the permanent systems of the old. Money itself is a byproduct of understanding how the invisible, unexciting layers of the world actually work. The greatest leverage you can acquire isn't found competing in the crowded digital spotlight. It's hiding quietly in plain sight, all around you.